Eventually we'll find the time. And what if I believe you? Or what if and what if I could see you like I saw you the whole time? Go on,
Welcome to Whiskey Oval _TV for this Sunday night UMP Modified Racing League called the Dirt King Racing League. Qualifying's already over. We have a ginormous heat race. I went live once, messed up something, had to end it. Came back had to go right back live. 13 machines in heat race number 1. For the Dirt King Racing League, UMP Modifieds. We're here at Fairbury Speedway, man. The small track with a big outside wall. Banking, though, man, gets higher and higher the closer to the wall you get. A little bit of race info for these UMP Modifieds. Track length 0.24. Temperature 65 degrees, altitude 671 degrees. Fairbury Speedway. In the city of Fairbury at that. Get ready to go down the grid real quick. Mitchell Clark, Wesley, Jay Place, Todd Hook. Mitchell Clark won it last week. I think Wesley finished second and Todd finished third. And those drivers qualified in the top 4. Curtis Joshua, that's going around out the top 3 rows as everybody's already stacked up and packed up, getting ready to rock and roll for heat race number 1. Ginormous one, a 14-car field. I'm pretty sure everyone will make it into the Mac Daddy show here tonight, and we're already off to a hot start. Wesley still going to lead this thing. Todd Hook trying to get to the inner side. Sorry, Mitchell Clark almost trying to get to the inner side of Todd Hook. Not quite. Now here comes Jay Place and his modified machine. Looking down to the bottom side of Mitchell Clark. Not quite. Mitchell's going to hold down P3 as of right now. So the top 4 goes Wesley, Todd, and Mitchell Clark. Jay Place running there in that 4th spot. Joshua back here in the 5th. Everyone kind of single filed out as of right now. Curtis rounding out 6th place. 7th place, might as well give it to the number 20 machine of Dylan R. Wilson. A little bit of company. And on the back bumper of Dylan's machine, that's going to be Jarrett Murphy. There in that number 25 machine, that all black and green machine. Ninth place, Lane Phillips, as he smashes the outside wall. He lifts up that front left, and we may be swapping up here in the top 3, and we are. White flag is going to wave. Wesley does lead it right now. Todd Hook trying to run him down this back stretch for the final time into turns 3 and 4. The 23 machine of Todd Hook all over the back bumper of the 81. Doesn't matter, though. Checker flag waves for Wesley. Everyone else coming across the line. So we get ready to rock and roll with heat race number 2 already. Here we go with the heat race number 2. Massey, the number 2 machine. He's going to start on pole with Keith Hackney to his outside. Driver from Florida. Third row is going to be Dustin Lehman. Or sorry, starting in third place is going to be Dustin Lehman. Jackie Whaley on the outside. And Jared Miller. Gerald Miller in the 5th spot. Brendan Weeks 6th. Cody J. Harris 7th. Jerry 8th place. Trevor 9th. Chris Cox 10th place. Dan's going to round out that 11th spot. And David R. Harden is going to be back there in that 12th. 13th place is going to be Shane Yates with Rocket Racing Esports and Johnny Evans. Rounding out the field. Quick heat races too, man. Only 8 laps around Fairbury Speedway. Massey, Hackney, they're the top runners right now up there on the front row. And here we go. Green flag is going to wave. Massey down to the bottom side. He's going to already slide it up next to the outside wall. Crossover. Keith Hackney comes. Hackney's going to give it right back to him now. He's going to slide it all the way up to the outside. And we have Chaos back here in the back. Layman back here in the 4th spot. Jackie. And then you have Brendan Weeks back here in the 6th spot. Here's a back bumper off a Weeks machine. The number 12 car has company all over. He has Chris Cox, Death Dealer Motorsports driver. Check up on board with our race leaders really quick. Their nose to tail coming down the front stretch. Or sorry, the back stretch. Into turns 3 and 4 they go. Gerald still holding down 3rd place, has company by Dustin Lehman, though. The all-purple car, the 30 machine. He may try to do the slide job up for that 3rd spot. He's going to do it. Miller was unsuccessfully. He did not. I thought he was going to be able to do the crossover. Not quite, though. He actually got past. 3 wide action all the way around this place. Here it is, though. Massey still trying to hold down the point with Keith Hackney trying to run him back down. Down the backstretch, 2 laps to go. Actually, about a lap and a half to go now into turns 3 and 4. You got to watch it outside wall. Massey taps it. White flag out. That slowed down that 2 machine big time, but Hackney had absolutely nowhere to go. Will he try to dive bomb him down here in turns 3 and 4 for the final lap, the final corner of the heat race number 2? Not quite, though. Brendan Weeks stuck back here at 3 wide. A lot of action, man. Only 8 laps. Action all over the place. As we get ready to rock and roll with the C main. Dirt King Racing League. You guys go check them out on Facebook if you guys like to join this action. Join up. It's fun, man. They got late model leagues. They got obviously the UMP modified leagues. They got all sorts of stuff. It's going to be a fast C main, too. Got some very top-notch runners up in here. Yeah, Fairbury Speedway, man. You throw these UMP modifieds here. It's an absolute blast. Absolute blast. Here we go with the rundown. Jay Place from Carolina. He'll be on pole. Joshua Burton, the 119 car. He'll be to his outside. Curtis third. Dylan fourth. Starting back there in the 3rd row, that's going to be Jared and Lane Phillips back there in the 5th and 6th spot. 4th row, Joshua and Brent, 7th and 8th place. Brian and Gene Wolf back there in the 9th and 10th. And Tony with Wolf Racing. We're going to stack them up, pack them up for the C main event. Pace truck is off. These drivers get ready to rock and roll. They're going to do a little bit of shimmy and shive it down here in turn at number 1, the C main, and 12 laps around Fairbury. Side by side, a battle for the race lead. Jay Place and Curtis. And there's chaos there behind them with 3 wide action. Jay Place tapped the outside wall. That's going to slow him down just a slight bit, but not enough. Curtis still working that bottom side of the racetrack. Curtis had to slide up all the way to the outside, so Jay Place is to the point now on lap 4 of 12. Joshua back here in 3rd place. Everyone else got single filed out. Right when I say that, we're going to battle it out for 2nd place now. Curtis taps the outside wall, and now Joshua Henson is going to grab that P2 spot. Look back here, though, Jared and Joshua. That's a Red Bull machine of Joshua Burton as he works the bottom side, or the middle side part of that racetrack. To a grooved racetrack here at Fairbury tonight as we're halfway home to Mama here in the C main event. Jay Place is absolutely gone, though. Half a second lead. Trying to run away from Joshua Henson. Don't know if he'll be able to, though. This will be a fun battle all the way to the end. 1 minute and 27 seconds into the C main. Curtis still holding down P3. Jarrett and Joshua, they are single filed out, running the exact same lines, hot and into each other's tire tracks there. Burton with a really good runoff down the backstretch and into the inner side. Do they make a little bit of contact? No, they're going to race each other quite nicely. Brent New back here in the 6th spot. Dylan 7th. Gene Wolf trying to work that bottom side of the racetrack in that 642 car. Lane Phillips, Tony, and Brian rounding out the field. Back up front, here's our race leader. 2 laps to go, and there's a track map up there on the right side of your screen. 10th and 11th place of Tony and Brian. They're just now entering turn 3. Here comes our race leader. Lap traffic, will that come into play here in the C main? Lap and a half to go now. The closest battle out on the racetrack, I guess, is going to be right here for the 3rd spot as a white flag is going to wave. Jared Murphy going to try to do something down on the bottom, all the way to the inside. Tractor tire, step on the loud pedal coming off of turn number 4, but not quite. The checker flag waves after a 12-lap C main event. Great battle for the race lead for a slight bit. Joshua Henson moving up 5 spots to finish there in that P2. Jay Place was able to hang out on through the outside wall that entire run. And overall, it worked out for him. As we get ready to rock and roll with the Bravo main, the B main event for the Dirt King Racing League. Thank you all for tuning in here to Whiskeyable_TV. It's much appreciated. The 11 car field. That's what these drivers are going to do. Here's a grid. Jackie. The 06 machine. On pole. Or the 720 machine. They're on his iRacing paint scheme. Trevor's going to be on the outside. You have Weeks there in that 3rd spot. Chris Cox outside of him there in the 2nd row. 3rd row is going to make up of Gerald and Cody. 4th row is Shane and Dan. 5th row, it's going to be Jerry and David R. Harden with the 222. And then Johnny Evans, the 11 machine, the 24 car. Storyline here tonight so far, how stuff is playing out, how the dominoes are slightly falling. I think the high side is definitely going to be the way to go, man. Oh my goodness, already crashing. Not the cleanest of restarts, and we have guys spinning there in turns 3 and 4. Dan has the short end of the stick right there. Back under green flag conditions. We'll try to watch that replay once everything slightly starts getting spread out. Here we go. Jackie to the front, and Chris Cox has made it up to second place already. You have Trevor back here third. Storyline here tonight, man. I think the high side is definitely going to be the way to go as Brendan Weeks tries to test the waters up there. Shane Yates holding down sixth place. Jared Miller and Cody J. Harris, they're going to battle it out. Harris with that 3 car. Look at this. Throw a blanket over these 3 drivers for 4th, 5th, and 6th place. Yates trying to get that machine to turn. Finally did, though. Here's our race leaders as they work off of turn 4, clicking off another lap. Jackie's still our race leader, but Chris Cox is trying to work that bottom side of the racetrack, trying to run him down halfway home to mama here, the B main. Chris Cox all the way down to the tractor tires, trying to get that machine turned and trying to get that power to the rear wheels. Last lap times are up there on your race screen now. A 13.5, but Chris Cox, he ran a 13.4. And now Jackie's going to slowly work his way down to that bottom side of that racetrack and try to take that line away. And then Trevor back there in 3rd place says, I don't care. I'm going to run this high and scary line. The big boy line next to that outside wall. Does that help him out, though, as they come across the line? No, it doesn't. Chris Cox is still running the fastest lap time, though. Here in 2nd place, Jackie is slowly going to take his line away, though. Lap 10 of 12, 2 minutes and 8 seconds now here in the B main show. Storyline here is going to be right here. How is this going to fall? Can Chris Cox figure out a way to get his modified around the race leader? He gets to the inside of Whaley. Down the backstretch into turn 3 and 4. The flagman has a white flag in hand, ready to show it to these boys. He shows it to them right now. Last lap around Fairbury for the B main. Lap 12 of 12. Chris Cox gets in a little hot, almost gives a little tap to the back bumper of that 06 machine. And the 06 machine is going to hold on to it. Cox is 2nd place. Trevor 3rd. Shane Yates going to hold down 4th. The number 3 machine. Do it for Dell. He's going to finish in 5th place. Jared Miller, 6th place. Man, I thought that was going to be a last lap pass for the race lead. I thought we was going to send it in deep, make a little contact, and we was all going to have a good old fun time with it. But no, not quite. As warm-up is underway. 28 drivers made the call. As everyone hustles and bustles out there. Man, there was some very good racing on the old television, the old box screen today. Woke up 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock Eastern time. The Formula One guys raced it out. Track was wet, so that made it fun. Then you had the IndyCar series. Jimmy Johnson made his debut. Grosjean, the former Formula One American Haas Racing Team driver, he made his debut as well in the IndyCar there at Barber Motorsports. And then, of course, you had the NASCAR, you had the Cup Series guys. Bowman kind of stole that one there at Richmond, man. It was a 2-horse race. I guess a 3-horse race the entire way with Hamlin, Truex, and Logano. Late race caution, 11 laps to go. They go back to green flag racing, and Alex Bowman came absolutely out of nowhere with some sort of adjustment that they did. Put some of that VP racing fuel in it. Made it go a little bit faster. Regardless, a 48 machine won it. Last lap times and best time is up there on the screen. Jay Place does has it right now, a 13.1. That's his quick time. Mitchell Clark, the last week's winner, a 13.1 as well. Dustin Lehman, 13.1. Jackie Whaley, a 13.2. And so on down the list. This camera angle kind of gets a little dizzy. Race number 2 for the Dirt King guys.
But this just feels like it's just you and me. And I see you, where you move just gets me high. Ignites my flame.
So last week, Mitchell Clark won it. Wesley finished second place, and Todd Hook finished in third. Mitchell Clark right now, he's P2 quickest. Wesley's P5 quick. And then Todd Hook is back there in the 8th spot. Dustin Lehman and Preston Rigsby, they finished 4th and 5th place. You didn't have and this is short. This is a short season too for the Dirt King guys. They don't run a very long season, which I like personally. They only run an 8 race season. In the UMP mods, the limited and pro dirt late mods, they also have a hometown street stock championship, 7 o'clock Eastern on Sundays. Before this. At Bristol Motor Speedway. One more minute until warm-up is over. Everybody trying to dial in their open setups. If you want to throw the monkey wrench at it, you might as well do it now. You need some speed. If you did not finish good in the first race, you only got 7 races to make up some points. So you cannot be too conservative, but you can't be too wild at the same time. It's a perfect mixture, man. 8 races is absolutely perfect. Sorry, this was race number 3, not race number 2. Next week, they go to Kokomo, April 25th. Then they go to Bristol Dirt. Then they go to Knoxville, Cedar Lake. And then they're going to finish it off at Eldora. That's going to be May 23rd. This is our 3rd race, not 2nd. My bad. I just figured that one out. Warm-up is now over. Checker flag waves. Keith is going to win this warm-up session with a 13.0. Don't know if he wall rid or not. I have no idea. I didn't see it. If that counts. We have 24 cars are going to make the start here tonight. A pretty good, hefty number here at Fairbury for UMP Modifieds. As drivers slowly start taking their grid, they're going to try to hold down their nerves and hold down their heart rate. Here we go with the grid. For the Mac Daddy Show, the Dirt King Racing League. Wesley Gronley, the number 81 machine, he'll be on pole with Massey to his outside. The second row is going to be made up of Todd Hook and Keith Hackney. Third row, Mitchell Clark from the Land Down Under and Dustin Lehman in 6th place. Jay Place 7th. I see him moving up. I don't think he'll be back in 7th place for much. Jackie back there in 8th. Joshua 9th place. Chris Cox back there in the 10th spot. Good run there for him in the B main. Curtis 11th, and Trevor is going to make up that 12th spot. Going on down the list, 13th spot's going to be Jared Murphy and Shane Yates. Rocket Racing Esports, that's going to be made up of Shane Yates in the 14th. 15th spot's going to be Joshua F. Burton. And then Cody J. Harris, 16th. Brent New, 17th. Jared Miller, 18th. Dylan R. Wilson, Brennan Weeks. You have Gene Wolf, Dan Lane, and David. The 222 machine of David. Rounding out the field. It's going to be wild, man. It's going to be a lot of fast action, too. I'll try and cover it all the best I possibly can. Well, we are ready. Stacked up, packed up. The leaders rolling down into turns 3 and 4. The green flag is waving, and we are going racing here at Fairbury. caution's finally got away. That guy got stuck. Everyone's gonna have to slow up this this horsepower and retry it. Crash early on. Caution's going away very early on. And here we go with the replay. Just stacked up down there. Down the backstretch into turn 3. I thought they saved that at one point. I thought they saved it right there. And then everyone just kept on just coming in hot. Tough luck for Joshua. He's going to have to grab a toe. So back to live mode, back to race mode. Caution laps don't count. And caution laps go very fast here. Pace truck is already off the racetrack. This place gets dusty. The lights are on here at Fairbury. Race number 3. Here we go. Does not look like that does not look like they have done a track reset either, as Wesley just powers himself to the outside of Massey. More contact way back there in the race back. We'll try to hold on to it. Hold on to it, boys. And it is bumper cars out there. Look at this. UMP modifies. 4 wide salute down into turn number 3 and 4. The 11 machine, Shane Yates, smashes the outside wall. I mean, it is absolute chaos back here. 3 wide salutes. We have 4 wide salutes. We have guys smashing the outside wall. We have some guys just hammering down the throttle. And hold on to it, boys. We have kept it clean and we have kept it green as of right now. We're going to check up on board with the race leaders. Hold on to it one more time. We have guys sideways. Four wide once again. Down the backstretch. I have no idea who this is. This is Dylan R. Wilson. And this track is getting dusty on lap number 9. The yellow flag is going to wave. I'm surprised we went that long without a caution. We was 3 and 4 wide for multiple laps there. And now we're going to have to slow them all the way back up and restack them and repack them and do a little bit of shiving down there in turn at number 1. And once again, Cody J. Harris is showing red up on the program. I believe he brought out the race caution. Just got tight. So that's what brought out that race caution. And we may do a single file restart here. Green flag back out 20 laps ago. Massey to the race lead. All the way to the outside. He's going to power himself. Big statement by the number 2 machine. Wesley's going to try to get to the inner side of Keith Hackney. Not yet, though. Keith now gets the P2. We are beating and banging back here in the back part of the racetrack. Going to try to hold it up top. And we have 2 cars smashing the outside wall at Demo Derby here at Fairbury. Two cars stuck on top of each other. And 2 front runners, 2 of Hackney and Gruntley. That 69 and the 81 machine. The drivers that were running 2nd and 3rd place, their nights are going to come to an end. Big time pendulum swing right there. here's a race caution. Down the backstretch into turn number 3. Slow-mo TV number 1. Some blimp mode action. Don't know what camera angle's the best. Regardless, 81 right into the quarter panel. Don't know if he came up or if the 9 car came down, but it was an absolute demo derby out there. Everybody just stacking on top of each other. So back to light mode, back to race mode we go. Massey's going to be a race leader. Here's Jay Place to his outside now. We're going to do a little bit more shimmy and shiving down into turn number 1. Massey and Jay Place, front row. Green flag out. Massey has been sliding it all the way to the outside wall. There he goes. He was not clear. He puts Jay Place into the outside. 4 wide down into turn number 3. Everybody not giving an inch. Jay Place is just wall riding all the way around turn 3 and 4. We're still beating and banging. Absolutely derby out here. Brennan Weeks, some way, somehow, is going to sneak into the race lead. 3 wide for the race lead. Massey's going to slide it all the way up to the race, or all the way up to the outside wall. Halfway home, the mama just shy of 7 minutes. We see Weeks week in and week out, man. He loves that inside line. He is a big-time bottom feeder, and sometimes it works out for him just very nicely. As everyone wants to slide job each other all the way to the outside wall, he's just stuck to the inside tractor tires. Some way, somehow, he moved up. He has moved up 19 spots here in the Mac Daddy show to take the race lead. That's another race caution, the 4th caution of the night here. Fairbury has came out. I mean, these drivers are not giving anybody an inch. I'm surprised we're actually making it a couple laps under green flag. The number 3 machine, Do It For Dale machine, he's back here in the back. He already was in 1 caution. We'll see what happened to him. I think there was one more wreck as well, if I'm not mistaken. No, I think this is the same one. Just a little bit later, the 53 machine of Dan. Driver out in Michigan had nowhere to go. He did a little bit of bowling. So back to light mode, back to race mode. Green flag is already out because caution laps go quick here. Here we go, Brendan Weeks. And that's Massey there to the inside. He's been racing very hard. And look at that, Mitchell Clark all the way to the outside wall. He's going to take the race lead right when the caution is going to wave. So caution is back out on the raceway here at Fairbury. And now Mitchell Clark is our race leader. Swip swapping for the race lead about every other turn. Storyline though, man, you have 12 laps to go. You're 9 minutes, just shy of 9 minutes. Here in the Mac Daddy show for race number 3 of an 8-race racing season. Where do you want to be? If you're in the top 5, what line do you want to be at? The outside, the high and scary side? Or stick to that inside tractor tire line and just kind of scoot your way around this racetrack, this bull ring of a racetrack that we all call Fairbury. Thanks to those sponsors up there in the top right-hand corner. Lap 17 of 30 is now complete. Caution laps do not count, so we will have a true 30-lap Mac Daddy show. The caution lights, but the high beams are on the pace truck. He's going to pull off, going to make that hard left-hand corner. And Mitchell Clark going to roll into turns 3 and 4 as our race leader. Will he block that inside line going down into turn at number 1? He gets a good job. Brendan Weeks holding it down for P2. You have Massey, though. He's been racing very aggressive here in the A main show. He may be on the bottom side, and Weeks almost smashes the outside wall. Massey's going to scoot right down on the bottom side, and he's going to take a P2 now. You have Todd Hook back here in the 4th place, a very strong UMP modified driver trying to hold on to his machine. Almost 3 wide right there behind him. We have one guy just completely could not get his car turned and almost did a straight line through that corner 10 laps ago. Mitchell Clark is completely scooting away now. He is skipping away almost to the checkered flag. 9 laps down the backstretch. Mitchell Clark goes. Good battle for second place. Massey and Weeks all the way down to the inside. Brandon Weeks almost tried to tickle those tractor tires there and almost completely lost that front end. A little bit of front end jump there for him. But good run, man. Hard charger as of right now. He has moved up 17 spots here in the Mac Daddy show. Trevor holding down 4th spot, and look at him ripping the outside wall. Trevor Bitterling all the way to the outside as the guys there in front of him are messing around on that bottom side. The last lap times are up there on your race screen now. And Trevor is ripping that outside berm, and he is on rails right now trying to get around Weeks. He ran a 0.7. Weeks ran a 0.9. Caution is going to wave. With 5 laps to go, a handful of laps. That's all these guys are going to get. So we're going to have to restack them and repack them. 6 times we have had a caution here. We've had a lot of passing, though. A lot of hard chargers. A lot of fast guys had to start back there in the back or mid-pack of this 30-lap feature event here. Man, you got to know the heart rate is up. The adrenaline is rushing. They got to go to work Monday morning. You better not crash. You don't want to crash out with 5 laps to go, and then you got to wake up Monday morning and go to work. If you can finish this race strong, it'll make that Monday morning a little bit easier, make that coffee taste a little bit better. Single file restart. Mitchell Clark, he completely shot out of a cannon. Last restart, does he do it again? Massey to his back bumper this time instead of Weeks. Green flag back out. Massey to the inside. Massey's going to try to dig down on the bottom side. Will he be able to just slingshot it down into turns 3 and 4 and slide it up in front of Mitchell Clark? Don't know. No, he won't. Mitchell Clark, very strong moves there on the outside. 4 laps to go as they try to roar off at turn number 2 and drag race down the backstretch. A good battle all the way around. Trevor ripping the outside wall. He was running faster than Massey and Weeks up here next to the outside cushion. If he can get up to second place and maybe have a late race caution, a super late race caution, man, we could have a very good battle for the race lead. 2 more laps around this racetrack of Fairbury. Checking on back here in the kind of the mid-pack. Shane Yates is 7th place. Curtis is back here in 9th. Jared Miller 10th place. Chris Cox is 11th. As they battle out for that 11th and 12th place of Chris Cox and Brent New. As the white flag is in the flagman hands, he's going to show it to the race field. Mitchell Clark needs to go one more time around the racetrack for the last time. Down the backstretch and into turns 3 and 4. Mitchell Clark moving up 4 spots here in the A main show, trying to capture that checkered flag and just by a half a car length over Jamie Massey. He's going to win it here tonight here at Fairbury. Trevor 3rd after moving up 3 spots. Brandon Weeks finishing there 4th. Fireworks pop off, the blimp mode, everybody pulling in, congratulating their teammates. And man, if you got a top 5 out of this race tonight, I would be absolutely thrilled. Incredible racing all the way through as we do the classic picture taking here. We'll jump into the Discord and see if we can talk to the top 3 finishers. Final results are going to be up there on your race screen. And there they are.
Hey, Jake, sorry to interrupt there, but does not have a microphone. Brandon Weeks into the room for you.
Much appreciated. So we'll go ahead and bring up Brandon Weeks, a guy that finished in 4th place. But Brandon Weeks, man, you had to drive from the deep part of the race field here tonight, man. And you finished, or you had to move or pass 16 drivers.
Yeah, that was tough.
Dude, so yeah, you're the hard charger, man. Bottom side, once again, man, you absolutely love that bottom side, it seems like, and you was making some race moves.
Yeah, I love the bottom, and I seen it come in, and I was thinking if they could just run the top, I could get by a bunch of them.
Warm up, man. Did you make any big swings to that UMP modified adjustment?
Oh, yeah, I changed the whole setup, actually. I just put an older one on after this old update, or the new update, and I gave it a try, and it worked.
Well, man, congratulations to this 4th place finish. It was a lot of beating and banging out there, man. A lot of contact was being made, but man, we also had a lot of green flag laps.
Yeah, I come out of there with only 2X, I believe, so pretty happy as deep as I started too.
Good deal, man. Hey, you got any friends, family, sponsors that you would like to thank?
Yeah, I need to thank Baker Motorsports, Jamie for racing me clean. We raced pretty hard, and Schubert Monument Sales, and you for broadcasting.
Much appreciated, man. We'll try to talk to you next week. Brennan Weeks gonna come home in 4th place. Trevor's gonna finish in 3rd. No Mike Trevor there in the 225 car. But Massey is gonna finish there in P2. And man, you led some laps here tonight, and you put on some very excited racing with some slide jobs.
Oh yeah, man, it's so hard to restart there on the bottom. It kind of sucks having to, go at a certain spot at Fairbury because you can't get the jump, and it's kind of penalizing the leader. But I mean, rules are rules, and you gotta do what you gotta do. So you gotta race hard to get back in line. Jay Place may be a little upset with me, but I'm not gonna just hand him the win. I mean, it is what it is. I come here to win.
Halfway through the race, it looks like you kind of moved down to the bottom side. I think he was up on the high side, and Weeks was down there on the bottom, and I think you just slowly took his line away. Did you like that bottom side just a slight bit better?
Yeah, well, at the end of practice, I kind of knew that that's where we were going to end up, and I felt really good down there. And I was racing with Mitchell and didn't realize that Brandon had even passed us on the bottom. And then I was like, okay, it's time to go down there. So we went down there, and I felt like maybe if I'd have had a little more drive center off of 3 and 4, I was beating him through 1 and 2. But I needed a little drive center off 3 and 4, and I felt like I could have got the job done. But congratulations to him. He's a hell of a wheel man, and he got her done.
Big time iRacing update, definitely with the tire models. I'm pretty sure they affected the UMP modifieds. How much do you have to change your go-to setups?
And they're night and day difference. The setups, we kind of went back to what we used to run. It still works, but the setups don't even matter. The cars are night and day different. It's so much throttle control. Like, you're never full throttle in these cars anymore, and I really like them. And you just got to respect the car for what it is, and you just got to be easy on that throttle. Don't crack the egg and hope for the best.
Yeah, I like to just full throttle and just set sail and hope for the best. So that's why I'm never up there on the top. But hey, man, congratulations on this 2nd place finish. You started here in 2nd place. You're gonna finish here in 2nd place. But man, very strong field. 30 laps, Fairbury, man. This is definitely a tough one. You got any friends, family, sponsors that you'd like to thank?
Yeah, I want to thank Team No Love. I want to thank all my guys over there. We work our butt off to be as fast as we are. Small Change Designs, Kilgore Consulting, ABR Setup Shop, House of Speed, Ray's Designs, Jimmy Built Race Cars, Cabinets by Keith, so on and so on, man. There's so many people out there that have part in this, and just want to thank everybody. See you next week.
Yep, absolutely, man. Talk to you next week. Massey, man, going to finish there in that 2nd place. Very strong driver. Don't know where Mitchell Clark is. Or else we'll try to get an interview from him. The land down under driver was able to hold it off, man, all the way to the outside wall. And man, I thought it was really close going to the line there. I think he only won by a slight bit. Actually, we figured that out real quick. There it is, 0.424, I guess, is a race winner. This was fun, man. Fairbury, UMP modified. You heard Massey, though. You can't full throttle these things. You gotta be easy on the race throttle. I go against that. I say just step on the loud pedal and don't lift and hope for the best. We had about 6 cautions here tonight. But it was fun, man. Those are some cool wrecks, too, though. It's okay if we have cautions and the cars go flipping. Makes the stream a little bit better. Look at that. Mitchell Clark all the way sideways coming off of that turn. Coming off of turn 2 and down the backstretch. Here's the final results one more time up there on your screen. 4th place, Brandon Weeks, Jared 5th, Todd Hook 6th, Curtis 7th, Shane 8th, Dustin and Chris Cox rounding out the top 10. Gerald Brent, Joshua Lane, Jackie, Gene, Dan, and Dylan R. Wilson rounding out that all the way down to the 18th place. 19th, Wesley, David, Jay, Cody, Keith, and Joshua Henson rounding out that top 24. Congratulations to all these drivers that showed up here tonight to make some very exciting racing. Extremely tough group, man. Just looking at these I ratings. I usually don't do this. But there's multiple guys over 4,000 I rating. Way over 4,000. We have one guy over 6,000. Very strong field, man. If you win here at the Dirt King Racing League, it is definitely saying something. Definitely will catch some people's eyes. Anyways, thank you all for tuning in here to Whiskey Oval _ TV. That's going to do it here tonight on this Sunday night. Catch us back with the Dirt King Racing League. If you guys like to join this action, shoot me a message. I'll get you guys hooked up. Or you can go check their Facebook page out. If you guys don't want to ride UMP Modifieds, drive UMP Modifieds. There's a limited late models. There's a Pro Dirt late model series. 8 race seasons. That's it, man. Absolutely love it. Lots of 4-wide and 3-wide action. You have one guy flipped and was wall riding back there. That's a great shot with fireworks going off. But until next time, everyone, please take care. Stay safe, stay healthy. Don't be a nice person. Don't be a mean person. And until next time, 9 o'clock Eastern, we'll be back with the Dirt King Racing League. Until then, congratulations, Mitchell Clark on the race win. Jamie and Trevor for the top 3. I'll talk to you guys next Sunday night with the Dirt King Racing League.